Alright, hey, what I'm holding here for documentary purpose is a disc of music that Omen sent me a couple years ago. Some of his original pieces included here, 3 songs. This here contains complete musical pieces, no lyrical ideas or singing attached to this. The original idea for this, guys, was to have a second Apostle Void reunion. Now, Valentine, not so interested this time out in such a venture. But the songs then, we decided to do a Savior Sect reunion, contacted Anastasia, we recorded a whole bunch of stuff. This, among the suggested ideas, didn't work out either. So what happened is, kind of branched off. Omen and I went in our own separate directions for a while, did some solo material, stuff that was supposed to be included in the Savior Sect reunion. But these 3 songs here, the second of which, okay, became 7 Seasons on my own promo tape, Astounding Stories. So made the cut on my solo promo. So that one saw some use. Other 2 sitting unused here. These particular songs, not really designated to any particular project, so I have usurped them for the Seance reunion. So these particular songs not exactly written for this project, but hey, sometimes if you incorporate in some ideas, some mystery stuff, some surprise elements get thrown into the mix, and you never know what you come up with. So what I've done here first is we have the general tenets of the music laid down here, transferred this stuff down to the Porta Studio. Okay, I have an 8-track here, using 2 for this stuff. I have a bunch of extra tracks to try to lay down some vocals for this particular piece of unused music. Again, having a bit of a psychedelic feel on this tune. Not quite sure, don't have a title for it. However, I have some lyrics scratched out here. I have a melody in my mind, went through this a couple times, so what we're going to try to do here today is put down the vocals for this new Seance song. Again, not written for this particular project, so this should be kind of interesting. It has a bit of a different feel to it than some of the other stuff Omen has been mailing me lately. So again, it's kind of neat to have a little hook thrown in there of something a little different. It's going to actually try my vocal abilities. So hey, should be pretty cool. The setup we're doing here, singing directly into a Porta Studio, is not really so much how we work things in the old days. That stuff there was kind of, for the most part, was done in a live setting. Kind of just hitting the record button on an old cassette deck. Omen would play the song and I would sing along with it with my lyric book in hand. So a little bit of a different facet going on as technology has improved. Though we're hardly on the state-of-the-art stuff here. Seance always seems to be using the old bear skins and stone knife approach. But anyway, the exception being was our final session, which was the Satan's Cock session. Then we did it pretty much like we're doing right now, except we had a big reel-to-reel tape player back in '89, and that, I believe, was one of the first attempts that we actually used this thing. I still have that same recorder laying around here somewhere, not sure quite where that's at. But anyway, this process being very similar to that Seance Swan song. If memory serves me correctly, we used that a couple of times to get some live versions of the Razor's Edge back in the day. And then very shortly after that, we did form Apostle Void, and Seance kind of drifted off into musical history until this, till recently, to this moment, where we're going to be putting down some more vocals for some new music, just like it was in the old days, the 2 of us riding again. This here is the second song that I'm working on for the newly reorganized Seance. Omen has more coming in the mail. and I will be getting more songs to work with. So yeah, so hey, we're gonna tune in soon, and we're gonna be actually doing the recording process, so we might be able to capture a little bit of that on film. Here's Poem saying goodbye for now. Hey, we're sitting here post-mix, listening to new Seance stuff here. This is a disc that I put together for to send out to Omen. Nothing is a finished product until both of us hear it, and we both agree that the work itself will be quality and up to those super Seance standards. So this being the first song we worked on here, Into the Vortex, we can check out now the song that we just recorded. I just filmed some video footage of this particular track entitled "She Wore Paisley." So I'm hoping this one came out all right as well. So this is where all the fun of it starts, guys. Sitting down and actually listening to a finished product. Again, maybe rough, may not make the cut, maybe we will have to redo the vocals or redo the lyrics. Again, it's a project when you're working together. It takes two to tango. So once everything passes approval and we have a whole lot of songs, we'll be able from there to pick out what songs will actually be included on the new Seance demo. So there you have it. She Wore Paisley, and that's Poems signing out for now. Be back sometime later in the recording process.